All right, so this is Ricky right here, not Rambo, as you can tell. Basically, Ricky is the story of Ricky. Basically, is that he's is a murderer, or yeah, he's a man wanted for manslaughter and everything. That's put in prison at a high-tech, stylized Japanese prison. That basically he is just there and stuff. They stop him because they think, hey, it's metal contraband, right? Just bullets in his chest. Which brings the question up, most bullets are made of lead, so why the fuck, how the hell does the metal detector even catch that? But yeah, who cares about that? But this movie is like super weird and shit. Like it is like just far off on how anything really makes sense at all. Mostly I take that up to the English dub. I don't know if it's different in Japanese or Chinese, I think it's actually from. But it's all weird and everything, basically making this kind of review about talking about it, and because why not? It's a weird show, weird movie. It's based on a manga which I've never read. I haven't done anything about it because I just think it's. After watching the movie, I was basically just like, yeah, this is very strange. It gives me those same vibes as um this Ultimate Dragon Ball collection, that weird Dragon Ball movie I'd done a review on. But this one is super gory and everything, where I know 100% YouTube would destroy it and nuke it from orbit in a second if I upload any clips of its stupid gore. Because it makes some gore in Terminator look tame, or Rambo. It makes the gore that is basically just super exaggerated gore all the time. That's the entire point of the movie, which I think is pretty funny. And so Ricky's basically just this uh gun ho style man that just does anything and everything he can just basically to protect the people there. But some parts of the movie wants you believe that there's more of like a deeper connection with him and inmates, but it does so many jump cuts between certain things that just doesn't make sense. One part he's being friendly with the inmates, another part where these inmates seem to know him on a deeper meaning, deeper level, which the movie doesn't show anything of. He just kind of appears there and it's like, okay, cool. But yeah, so now we're going to talk about one of the other characters, the secondary warden, or the yeah, basically the second warden of the place, like the underling, whatever he is. And here we have Mr. Captain Hook. I call him that because he has a literal hook for a hand, and I did not pay attention to it. It was really hard to actually pay attention to what his actual name was in the movie, because they kept like I was just distracted by like the terrible, very terrible overdubbing of the thing. It reminds me of Hercules in New York, the Arnold Schwarzenegger thing. But like he's basically a sadistic secondary warden that is crazy evil. You know, he's drinking stuff, eating meat, stabs people with his hook hand multiple times. He just drags them around, cuts them. He has basically his own secret force of experimental tough assassin other jailers, and I don't really know really. Like I said, watching it, you're basically just in blind. You're going in this blind, so you have no idea what the fuck's going on. But it seems to be working in its own way. He like I said, he is sadistic as fuck. He's evil, of course. You know, prison movie evil. He is just another terrifying, evil little bastard out there. I call him Captain Hook because, hey, Captain Hook. Captain Hook works fine. Uh, he just has all this stuff, and he's just really just a bastard the entire time. He's just like this, like he kind of looks like Kim Jong Un or Kim Jong Il, whatever his name is. That's the entire thing. So he's just there, and like he is just like this fat little chubby bitch that hates Ricky so much because he killed his other top assassins, destroyed them, punched them to smithereens. They keep trying countless ways to kill him, but Ricky survives every single encounter. This guy hates it, and he also really wants to get everything in control before his boss, the main warden, comes. And we're going to show this right now. The main warden, and the way the main warden just looks like very funny and stupid. And here's the main warden. The main warden, he does look normal and stuff. He looks more similar to in the beginning when he shows him off, kind of like the villain from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, that Doctor Ock, Doctor guy. But yeah, so this is part of it where he in the fight near the end of the movie, he basically transforms. He's also sadistic fuck like everyone else. He also has this little dick ass son, which I don't understand like what the point of him. The son doesn't really do anything in the movie like at all. They just get one guy to get stabbed in the eye, but that's really it. And like, I don't know. But this Goblin Man does his own shit. very evil. Then midway through a fight with Ricky and stuff, he this entire like halfway through the movie, like he keeps having these heart attacks, quote unquote heart attacks, but it I guess it turns out that oh he was fighting back the suppression of basically turning into a giant demon man. And once again, I can't really show that much stuff because one, just full of gore and everything, and just like very weirdness, just full of gore really, which I know YouTube doesn't like gore that much. Like if it's super graphic and over top, if it's not like a movie, if it's not like a, I know reviewing it probably is weird with it, but yeah, he just transforms into a giant goblin man. Still gets his ass kicked by Ricky like crazy, and then he gets shoved into a giant meat grinder, which is fucking hilarious. Yeah, but the warden is just very evil, sadistic, just your typical evil man, and that's just really it. He's just another crazy bastard out there, and like everything about this movie is just super confusing because you don't know what's going on, what's the point, what's the plot. I don't understand. I might need to actually look up and maybe do a review on the manga itself, but like it's just very confusing to me. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like, in a logical standpoint, everything just doesn't make sense. Like fuck, there's a half a plot about Obio and stuff about them growing it at the building, which to me doesn't make sense either because I'm like, wait, what, why does this matter? Why does he care? You know, just that's really it. And near the end of the movie, at the final climax and everything, after defeating the warden and everything, just by, like I said previously, shoving him through a fucking meat grinder, which by itself is hilarious as shit. He goes up, everyone's in the courtyard fighting with the guards, other prisoners fighting, doing all this crazy stuff. He just goes up to the wall, uses just pure magic, punches a hole through the wall, which, like I said, like his power is like crazy. Ricky has this like this terrifying, crazy power, which basically just tears people apart and does all this stuff. There's so many times in this movie you watch it where you're just like, what? Why didn't you just do this from the beginning? You know, it's like you can punch a hole through the fucking wall just at the end of the movie, and it's like, why didn't you just punch a hole in the beginning of the movie? You know, it's just like it doesn't make sense. You know, he just punches it, walks through it, ending. Everyone's cheering. All the guards, for some reason, stop fighting at that point. But it's just like, wait, what? Why? Why you guys? What? It doesn't make sense. Like this movie just confuses me a lot. I watched it with a buddy, and that's really it. And like, yeah, that's just the movie. It's just the movie. Like it I don't understand this movie. Like if people understand more, put in the comments. But yeah, this is like Skelly shitty reviews right here. Like I don't understand it at all.